So what do you think if you could have raised garden beds, free, no weeds, no maintenance, and grow some terrific vegetables by using recycled trash cans? So that's what I did. I'm going to tell you how I did it. Okay, so here's what happened. I had this whole half of my yard had lawn in it, and it had a sprinkling system in it. And so what I did is I went out to the different places where my pipes were going out. This is the white PVC. And then I connected in drip system adapters into them. And then from the drip system adapter, I did a ring of the 5/8 inch poly pipe, which is the black poly pipe. And just put it so that they're just rings different places throughout underneath the bark. And so I've got my valves over here where they've always been. So this is where the real fun started. Is I thought, wow, I can build a garden here. And so I took these old trash cans and I cut the trash cans in half, and that gave me a raised garden bed here. And you can see that with the emitter, which is going in there, I can control that particular station and have it water as frequently as I want, while controlling other stations differently. That gave me the ability to, frequently water. And what was really cool about this is this garden grew while I was living up in the mountains, in the Uinta Mountains, all summer long. And it grew really well. It got its regular watering cycle, and there's no weeds in it, which is cool. And the plants look really great. Let me just show you a few of them. This is a squash plant growing out of here, out of this trash can, and it's just layers of peat moss and steer manure, and what else do we have in there? We had some leaves and stuff that we did in layers. It's just a really soft mulch. Let me take you over. I'll show you my tomato plants that are growing out. This tomato plant, I planted it this late in the year. I planted it way back in June, actually, I think. In June. It was really a really late start. Well, these came from little seedling plants that I had started earlier, but they were really, really tiny. I just stuck them in the ground, put an emitter in there, and then moved. And came back, and I had a beautiful garden growing out of this. So this is kind of nice. I'm just going to be able to add mulch to it. I don't have to do any weeding. I hate weeding. And here's my other tomato plant. This tomato plant is really large, but it's growing out of this one pot as well. So this is kind of my zero weeding approach to it. So now you see all these bark areas. In the bark areas, I just used a little bit of Roundup every once in a while to keep the weeds down. And then also I've got a pear tree that's growing with emitters. So just to kind of point out these things. So here's a little circle right here. I can connect more of these little emitters, and I can have more of these. So next year I plan on having a real good smoothie garden where I have all the spinach greens that I need, and basically adapt it. One of the things I did learn about this is that right in this area it gets a lot of direct sunlight, and so some plants don't do as well in really direct sunlight. Tomato plants do really well. They love all the sunlight you can give them. So I'm going to extend and have some more trash cans up there. So when I started looking into the raised beds and stuff like that for gardening, they were very expensive. I got these trash cans at a garage sale and just brought them home for free. So I just cut them in half. That was the easy thing to do, and cut the bottom out of the other half. And so these plants can actually, they're sitting on top of soil. I just moved the bark away, put the trash can down, and then filled it up with mulch, and then put the seed in, put the emitter in, done. Anyway, it's been a good experiment, and it's been very, very easy.